So I can only hope that, we've heard the storyline forever. The Democrats are doomed in the midterms and all of that. But we've also heard, Obamacare's a disaster. I just saw a montage on TV last night about every Republican saying it's a complete disaster. Well, that's obviously not true now, right?
Well, you have millions of people who are getting health care, and it's not just the 8 million who've signed up on the exchanges or the 3 million kids who are on their parents' health insurance or the millions more who signed up through Medicaid. You have 100 million people who now benefit from preventive health services, and many of them didn't have them before. I mean, women have access to mammograms, free mammograms. That's a huge step forward. It's going to save a lot of lives. And I want to see these Republicans answer the question, what are they going to do to replace this? Because right now what they're talking about, Mitch McConnell in Kentucky is basically talking about taking health care away from 400,000 people.
Well, that's right. And I think the other thing that's starting to break through are these positive, true Obamacare stories rather than the phony, horror stories. This one, the self-employed logger, this is the one, Bob, I don't know if you've heard about it, that's really, I think, caught on with the coaching of a liberal friend, moved past his hostility to Obamacare, purchased a health plan just in time for heart valve replacement surgery. Right. His story is the ACA supporters' holy grail, a hard-nosed opponent of Obamacare who saw the light after it literally saved his life. He said the ACA is everything it's supposed to be, and in fact it's better than it's made out to be. That is their worst nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, I don't quote Ted Cruz very often. Back when he was shutting down the government,
right,
he said, we have to do this now. We have to stop Obamacare before it goes into effect, because once it goes into effect and you have millions of people benefiting from it, it's going to be impossible to repeal it. I think John Boehner knows that, the Speaker of the House, and Kathy McMorris Rogers, who's in the Republican leadership, got in trouble last week for saying we can't really repeal Obamacare, we can improve it. And she had to backtrack because her own caucus got angry at her. But I think that is the reality. That is the fact. And, I think you may be right. This issue could play out very differently in the midterms than Republicans anticipate.
Yeah, let's hope so. Bob, always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for taking time for us.
Great, I really enjoyed it.
And fight on for all that
stuff. Okay, fight on for Democratic victory.
That's right.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Bob. All right.
Yeah, he's awesome.
46 minutes after the hour, right back on the Stephanie Miller Show.
Well, Christine McVie didn't stop thinking about tomorrow because she's back with the band.
That's right. That's right. 51 minutes after the hour, or as my mom would say,